Hello again. Hopefully you can hear the quality increase in the microphone. Just wanted to give a quick update in terms of the phone port of Retro Messenger. Currently I'm working on an Android port, and although I've made an Android app before, it's definitely a bit tricky for me. It sort of reminds me of React, where I feel like there's a lot of folders and confusing links to navigate through. I first tried directly porting things over from the desktop version, but I realized that isn't really feasible, so I'm trying to make some more custom stuff like custom files, and also using a different library that's more focused towards Android. I mean, in the end, it's still the same type of data and all that. It's not an entirely different process. It's just working in a different ecosystem, getting used to different processes within Android. I'm hopeful the Android version will be coming out in a month or so, hopefully less. It kind of makes more sense as well. I mean, Retro Messenger isn't exactly like Snapchat or Messenger. It's not really designed to be constantly used, so it makes more sense as a tool, but it's probably a lot easier for people to use on a phone. Chat applications really make the most sense on mobile since that's what you're going to be walking around with. So yeah, anyway, still working on that port and Retro Messenger bug fixes. Also recently uploaded the beta version of Hashproof, which is just a simple tool for checking the validity of files. Basically allows you to enter the provided hash of a file and see if the file has been altered, or use the provided public key and signature. With the next update, I want to add the ability to create hashes and signature files, just to add a bit more usability. AI has been in the news for a while. A lot of people are trying to guess when it's going to pop. Is it going to pop? Is it a big bubble? It is kind of funny seeing every day there's one video that's saying, oh, it's going to do it in a month, in 2 months, tomorrow, in 2 hours. It's just no one really knows when. I mean, personally, I don't think it's ever going to pop. It's just, I think it's just too big to ever truly go away. It's just, I can kind of see it fizzling out. It's just not enough revenue in it, really. It's just, it feels like most of the companies are stuck where not only are most of them just very similar to each other, it's just people, $20 isn't enough to cover their costs, but people aren't willing to pay more than $20, so they're kind of stuck. Some companies are willing to pay out 200 for the professional license, but besides that, and if you go past 200, most companies are gonna wonder, well, why don't I just, not pay that, or just, get it done some other way. And it is interesting because, a lot of people are worried about it. It's not really like a lot of things are reliant on. It's not like the housing market where the country relied on housing bonds and people needed housing and a lot of companies were involved. It's just really, I think the biggest group affected if it does crash is going to be these AI companies. And, you know, it is possible that most of them will go away. Most of the unprofitable ones like OpenAI, I mean, they've been talking about bailouts, and Sam Altman's just been showing pictures of him shirtless for some reason, like it's gonna help. But unfortunately, I don't think it's ever gonna go away completely. It's just too useful. Pandora's box is kind of open, but I think it will downsize a bit. Instead of giant things like OpenAI, there'll be smaller versions, small tools for different programming languages and different tasks. I don't think it's really viable to have this giant intelligence that just takes up so much resources, but it'll be interesting if it does kind of crash eventually. It is funny seeing that giant chart of 500 trillion to one company and 40 trillion to another company just become one big circle. But anyway, just a bit of a short update today, but be sure to email or comment any questions, ideas, or requests. I'm trying to keep updates consistent. I'm trying not to go dark for too long and keep people in the dark and everything. I'm pretty happy with the growth of Retro Messenger. It's obviously not viral, but it seems a few people are finding a use of it. And I've been getting a few requests for a mobile version, so I'm glad people are enjoying it. That's me for now. Thanks for listening. Till next time.